Good morning, everybody. It's Aaron. Welcome back to Taking Action with Aaron. I'll call this. Hope everybody's having a good Saturday morning. I'm stuffing my face with delicious glazed donuts. I don't care; they're the best. Just keep it simple, right? Black coffee and a glazed donut. It's a good way to start your weekend. So today, I'm going to turn this down, my volume on my phones, in case people are dinging in. Sorry. Oops, forgot to do that. But here we go. All right. Today I'm going to talk about my revert to my past week and kind of how it went for me. It's been a crazy week, hasn't it? With the freaking elections going on, the COVID spiking, right? But hey, that's just part of every day or every week things that we go through. That's out of our control. What we can control is us and how we feel inside and our actions, right? Like I said, I've had some heavy feelings this past week. Before I get into that, when I had these heavy feelings, right away I reverted to an exercise that I did. A little, something that I wrote when I was in Pathways residential treatment program. So, I call this the sixth sense of SNI, and it's what my recovery looks like, tastes like, smells like, sounds like, and feels like. All right, this is the sixth sense of SNI. My recovery looks like a pair of brook trout chasing each other's tails in a shallow trout stream as the sun glistens the scenery of the incandescent rays of the rainbow. This is the sixth sense of SNI. My recovery tastes like the day's catch of the juicy fillets provided by the plentiful brooks, browns, and bows of Mother Nature's blessings. My recovery smells like the freshly fallen foliage wisping in the crisp wind on an early autumn morning while sitting on the banks of the trout stream. My recovery sounds like the babbling brook as the line gets tight, the clicking of the drag from rod to reel. My recovery sounds like the crackling of the leaves and sticks on the forest floor as I make it back to camp. My recovery sounds like the crackling of the dusk campfire. And my recovery feels like a complete state of nirvana as I tap into my higher power, of which I call the spirit of the universe, as I sit in my sanctuary, if you will, my heaven on earth. The entire atmosphere of every sense all coming together like a perfectly tuned acoustic guitar. Not a care in the world, not a worry in mind. A complete state of feeling of serenity. I feel mended. I feel complete. I feel like I am one with the universe. So that's just a little exercise that, I was given and to help kind of relax myself. We all have different things that we like to do. Physical exercise, writing, reading. Heck, I'm going to go bowling later this afternoon. So that's a form of just getting out of our minds, right? I brought myself to this right away because without giving too much detail, I want to focus on me and how I handled it and my actions. So I'm in the drug treatment program, right? So they've got hurdles and stuff that we've got to go through, and things weren't going in line as planned. Where I went wrong is, looking back, is I was talking to my drug court counselor, and I had these heavy emotions. I got upset. I got angry, to be honest. And my addictive personality, the sickness, if you will, it came out, and I said things. My demeanor was not right, and that's where I went wrong. And I have to take responsibility for that. I can't change things that are out of my control. I just have to turn it over. My mom the other night, I was talking with her. She's like, last thing she said was, Aaron, you just got to turn it over. You just got to turn it over, right? That being said, like I said, I reverted back to my reading here. I reached out to a couple friends. A dear friend of mine, he's learning how to play the acoustic or the guitar, right? over the phone, he played Blackbird by the Beatles on his guitar for me, and that really, really did me wonders. And it's those things in life to be fortunate about. I go to meetings regularly. That always helps. Um, Another thing that's really helped out is within living here in Cedar Rapids, I developed friendships, right? Um, and these friendships I hold dear to my heart. It's unconditional friendships that I classified as over the years. And one dear friend of mine, his name is Drew. As a matter of fact, Drew is here with me today, and I'm going to have him come join me and see what he's got to say. So, Drew, would you like to come chime in? Or this is Drew, or Mr. Chu, Andrew.
Hello everybody, my name is Andrew. As Aaron was saying, we are pretty good friends. He's probably my best friend here in Cedar Rapids. We met in the great place of ASAC a little over 3 years ago. When I walked in there, I didn't know anybody, and we kind of clicked right away. And it's kind of, I don't know how you want to put it, maybe a miracle in its own way that we're sitting here right now doing this together, because just a few months ago I didn't know if I was going to see him again, to be honest with you. We've all got our demons, and he was battling his at that time, but thankfully he's back on the right track, and I'm just here to support him and help him any way I can. So yeah, it's a great day today. Beautiful day. I'm enjoying this weather. I don't know how much longer it's going to last, so we're taking advantage of that. And as he said, we're going to go bowling later. See how that goes. Probably get my ass kicked, but it's all fun. Yeah, one thing I was going to talk about today is just something I've been dealing with a lot lately is like a self-doubt, or like kicking yourself in the ass type thing over small issues, or letting problems build and build, and when they're not that big, really making mountains out of anthills, or however that expression goes. I mean, I've got a lot of things really to be grateful for. I just let some things get in my head and get carried away looking at the negative in most situations and not the positive here lately. At the end of the day, everything's always fine. It works out how it's supposed to, and I just let it take control of me sometimes. I mean, everyone has their problems. I'm not saying mine are bigger than anyone else's, but like he was saying, it helps to have support, even if it's one person that'll listen to you. If you have one, that you can vent to, use that. Lean on people. That was my big problem for a long time. I thought that any problems I had or issues were mine and mine alone, and I didn't want to put my burden on anybody else. But this last year has been really difficult for me personally with the COVID stuff, then the storm coming through here. I'm not gonna lie, there was a one time where I thought that my sobriety may come to an end, honestly, and thankfully I was able to swallow my pride and reach out for help, which is very difficult for me to do a lot of times. But yeah, if you just are having issues, problems, don't be afraid to reach out to somebody, anybody. I know most of you guys don't know me, but I'm always a good ear if you need to vent to. I don't know, and I was just going to say, whether you have one day clean or sober, 6 months, 2 years, 3 years, it's great to me. I'm proud of all of you. I don't know who was watching that may share the same problems or issues that me and Aaron have been through and are going through. But it's possible. I mean, like I said, this last year was probably the worst year I've had personally in my sober time. But we got through it and just going day by day. So I guess that's about all I've got. I'm just glad to be here with Aaron today and just hanging out and living this great life and having a great day. And I'm just going to read this thing real quick that I just found in Aaron's apartment here. And this will be my parting gift to all of you, I guess. It's titled, "Here's to the Man," but this can go out to anybody, man, woman, whichever. It just says, "Here's to the man who knows who he is and where he stands. The man with enough confidence in his own beliefs that he isn't afraid to let others express theirs. Here's to the man who doesn't claim to know the answers until he tries to understand the questions. The man with the strength to hold an unpopular opinion and the courage to change his mind. Here's to the man who knows how it feels to lose as well as to win. The man who can see a cherished dream washed away and start right back to work on a new one, with faith in himself and hope for tomorrow. Here's to the man whose warmth and wisdom has earned him the respect of his friends and family, and who makes this world a better place in which to live." So that's going to be my parting gift to you guys. I hope you all have a fantastic day, great weekend. And Aaron, thanks for letting me share in on your video, man.
Yeah, of course.
And thanks to everybody listening. Have a great day.
Yeah, thanks, Andrew. Yeah, so that's one of my best friends in the entire world, Mr. Andrew Shue. Right there. See, that's what I'm talking about. Support and just great human beings. Humanity working at its finest. Being grateful. Just to go bowling. Having friends out there to be there for you. And family. With that being said, I think that's all I've got for today, for this week. Hope everybody has a nice and safe weekend and take care of one another. As always, my two beautiful daughters in my mind and in my heart and soul, Briley and Easton, I love you. I'm fighting every day for you and looking forward to the future with you girls. And to all my family and friends, I love you. Take care.